Hello, unicorns. I know it's late, but so many unicorns needed my help today. So I am jumping into the group just now because of Christy. Christy submitted a question, and I'm going to read her question out to you first. She said, I want to get out of my comfort zone. I'm a wife and a mother, and I just recently started a new business. I'm somewhat shy person, so I'm trying to push myself out of my shell to post more and try to get the confidence in doing so. So that's what I'm here to talk about. All of us are, in one way or another, in sales. One of my good friends says that life is all about sales. In every role, we are selling something, either an opinion or an object, doesn't matter. So the first thing I want to say to Christy is, Christy, we don't get out of our comfort zone. We increase the size of our comfort zone, meaning that things that are not comfortable, we do the self-talk in order to get comfortable with them. So we don't jump out of our comfort zone, we actually make the comfort zone bigger. There's a video on my YouTube about this concept of expanding your comfort zone. Expanding your comfort zone happens through your self-talk. There are things that are getting in your way, and usually these are belief systems in all the work that I've done with salespeople. And I have been part of network marketing companies in the past. I've tried a couple of them because, I'm a very enterprising person and I will try things out. So I have. And of course, I went to school for business. So I have an MBA in marketing and finance. I've been involved in a lot of different businesses over my work life. But I've noticed two things that create a blockage for salespeople. And those two things are, let's put people into two categories and then this will make more sense. So the first category is, first category is of people that you know. And the second category is of people that you don't know, they're strangers. And there are different things that get in our way when we are selling to people that we know, and a whole different set of circumstances that gets in our way when we are selling to people who are strangers. Let's take the first one, people we know. When we sell to people we know, we mostly have performance anxiety. We have to be perfect. Because why? Because these people already know us and they are going to continue to know us. They are our friends, people we went to school with, our aunts, our uncles, our brothers, our neighbors. They are going to be a part of my life in the future. So I better be absolutely perfect, because if I'm not, they will remember it. And not only will they remember it, they will remind me about it. And not only will they remind me about it, but they will tell other people who know me as well as know them. So this gives rise to a type of performance anxiety. You don't perform because you want your performance to be perfect. You want to say the perfect things. You want to do the perfect things. You want to look the perfect person. And that gets in the way. If we don't have perfection, we stall because we want more time to become perfect, right? Now, let's take the other group. And then I'll explain to you also how to deal with these different situations. The other group of people is people who are strangers. And with strangers, we have a different type of belief system. And this belief system is about not trusting people that we don't know. You see, at a very young age, we are taught not to speak to strangers. Don't take candy from strangers. Don't speak to strangers. You can't trust people that you don't know. But then we get into sales, and now we have to make sales calls on people that we don't know. So that fear that we accepted, we learned to be fearful of strangers. And now all of a sudden that fear is getting in the way of our being able to sell and do a good job in selling to people that we don't know. So we have to get over this fear. And that is primarily what gets in the way with people wanting to make cold calls, people wanting to network, going to a networking session where you don't know anyone, and you need to work the room because that's what you're there for. You need to work the room. Otherwise, you've spent whatever cover fee for attending the event and you come away with nothing, right? So let's talk about this. So now if you're with me and you understand what the two types of fears are, I don't know which one is more difficult for you, Christy, but that would be the first question I would ask. Because we want to go with the path of least resistance. And the answer for everyone is different. For some people, it's easier for them to sell to their family. And for other people, it is the hardest thing for them to do, to sell to their family and friends. So you need to, first of all, ask yourself the question, which one of these two groups of people is easier for me to work with? The answer will come. You will know. Sometimes the answer will be, oh my God, I think both are hard. That is fine. Both can be hard. Certainly they were hard for me. But one will feel a little bit harder than the other one. So at the outset, decide which one is just a little bit easier and work with that group of people first because they will be easier to work with. Simple. Now, either way, it's about self-talk. And what we need to do in sales is to prioritize our goals above everything else. Literally tell yourself that your life depends on it. Whatever it is, whatever activity I need to do, I am going to be able to, so positive self-talk, I am going to be able to do it. That's the first change you make in your self-talk, because if you keep telling yourself, this is hard, I don't like it, then it will continue to be hard and you will continue to not like it. So what you have to do is soothe yourself. It's that 4-step process that I teach. Step 1, I know where I am. I don't like making personal sale calls. What do I want? Where do I want to be? I want to be easy with making sales. Step 3, soothing ourselves. So many other people do it. And for sure, there are so many examples of people who have done it. Right? If other people can do it, I can do it too. It is not rocket science. I can learn this. And then appreciate the things that you bring to the table. What are things about yourself that you appreciate? Because the people that you approach with your product or service, those people will appreciate whatever it is that you appreciate about yourself. And if you can't find anything to appreciate about yourself, they won't be able to find anything to appreciate either. Self-confidence, self-worth is all about that, right? You have to believe in your self-worth. And secondly, you have to believe in the product that you're representing. The company and the product that you're representing, you have to have this unshakable belief that that product is actually going to be the solution that this person needs. And when you believe in your product, everything else falls away. You don't care so much about other people and performance anxiety and fear of strangers and all of that, because it's like finding someone on the pavement and they're bleeding to death. What do? You don't care whether it's a stranger or a family member. It does not matter anymore. You just go and you try and help them. And this is what we do in sales. All of sales is about bringing someone the solution that they desperately need. That's it. And that comes with believing in your product. I believe in what I do so much, and I believe that I know what I'm doing so much that it doesn't matter who is before me. It could be someone I know or someone I don't know at all. I don't care anymore. Because whoever it is, if they need my product, and especially if this is my friends and family, who would care for them more than myself? They know that. And if you don't feel like that about your friends and family, then don't go there. Go to the strangers. Right? How do you go to strangers? This is what you tell yourself. They see my sincerity. They can feel the vibration of my sincerity. You know, we all are familiar with the sleazy used car salesman analogy. Why? What does that analogy mean? It means that there's no sincerity there. Right? So when you're dealing with either your family members or with strangers, they feel your vibration about your product, how much you believe and trust in this product, and how much you believe and trust in yourself. People can smell sincerity and the lack of it for a mile, right? Everyone can. It's just something that we come programmed. So if you are sincere about your product and your business and how this solution can help the person who is in front of you, everything else falls away because you just want to help them. Right? Now, so whether it's a stranger, and if it's a stranger, you can deal with that anxiety, the fear of dealing with a stranger by saying things like, that was when I was young. I'm much older now. I know how to handle myself under all circumstances. No one can hurt me. No one can take advantage of me. If they don't like my product, they are most welcome to walk away. Right? So soothe yourself in dealing with both groups of people. If you're dealing with your family, remember or remind yourself that you want what's best for them and they want what's best for you as well. They do wish you well. They do want to help you. They want to encourage you. They want to see you doing well. Right? And then you put your faith in that product and company that you represent and put that forward. Last piece of advice I'm going to give you is remove the dollar sign. Because as long as you are focused on the dollar sign, then that sincerity that you want to convey does not shine through. Because if you're calculating your sales commissions, the other person can feel that. And nobody wants that. People are okay giving you money, but they want to know that you are sincere towards them and what you are giving them is really going to work for them, that you are looking out for them, that you are a friend. So be a friend first. And people will buy from you automatically. And I'll tell you one of the things that I learned to do very early on because I had no sales experience. Marketing and advertising, absolutely. I was senior VP, marketing and advertising, before I came to Canada. No problem there. But personal sales, zero experience and a lot of fear. Just like you. And so I had to teach all these things to myself that I'm now talking to you about. But one of the most powerful things I learned to do was to just tell people, guys, I don't know how to do sales. I don't know how to sell. So I'm just going to tell you about the product and why I believe in my company and my product. And if you think you're ready to buy it, just raise your hand. Because I just have a problem asking you to buy. It's not something I'm used to doing. I'm learning how to do it. I'm learning how to do sales. But just now, I have no experience with this. I've never done this kind of thing before. I don't know how to sell. I have difficulty asking that question. So I'll just tell you everything about the product. And if you like what I tell you and you believe that I would offer you good stuff, good value, and I would offer you the right solution, then just raise your hand and tell me that you're ready to buy. This one-liner has been a gem for me because people then actually feel sorry for you. People can even feel your sincerity in that you are telling the truth, that you don't know how to sell. You're not there to sell them on something that they don't want. They like it when you tell them, I don't know how to sell. And if you like what I'm offering you, just raise your hand and let me know. That's honesty. That's sincerity. And at the end of the day, people buy from you because of how you make them feel. If you make them feel confident, if you make them feel that you're sincere, and if you make them feel and give them the information that they need that says that this product is the right solution for whatever it is that they need, they're going to buy from you. Because sales is an exchange of energy. Your energy transmitted to that person. And the biggest thing that you're transmitting is inspiration, your belief in them and their ability to be able to solve whatever situation they have going on with the product that you have. I'll tell you something. I've been in financial sales for a very long time now, and I will tell you something, that I see my job as being just one thing. That when someone comes to see me and when they leave, they feel more confident than when they came. Not just about their finances, but about their life. That is the confidence that I want them to take away with them. And I do it with pre-paving. Yes, there's self-talk and, there are sales techniques, ways of saying things that you want to say to people. But I'll tell you something, if you pre-pave your sales interaction, everything goes so much more smoothly. I am going, and that pre-paving is basically going to involve all the things that I've just told you. You're going to pre-pave by saying, I'm going to go and see so-and-so, or I'm going to go and make a presentation to this group of people. I want them to see my sincerity. I want them to feel the faith or confidence that I have in the company and the product that I'm representing. I want them to feel that I really want them to be better off using the solution that I have to offer. And I want them to let me know if my product is a good fit for them, and I would like to walk away with a couple of sales. That's it. That's it. You pre-pave it. And, you can extend that to yourself as well. I want to appear confident. Whatever it is that you want, say it, pre-pave every sales interaction. I do it now in my head. Stella does it out loud. I do it now in my head, but when I first started doing pre-paving, I used to write a paragraph about every client that I was going to sit down with and have a discussion. And I would write down about them. If they were people that I already knew, I would write down about them things that I liked about them. I love that Tony and Sherry have been happily married for the past 40 years. I just love seeing the interaction that these two have with each other. I love what they've created for themselves. I love that they have 2 beautiful children that they are so proud of. Just simple little things. What that does is it makes your vibration is everything, and it makes your vibration towards these clients have a positive impact on them. So they open up more. For people that you don't know, you say things like, I'm going to meet this group of people. Thank you to so-and-so for inviting me to meet their friends and whatever. And I want to enjoy just getting to know a couple of new people. And I really thank my host for making this introduction for me. I want my interaction to be harmonious. I want to enjoy meeting these people. I want us to hit it off together. I genuinely want to get to know them, and I want them to get to know me. I am making new friends through the work that I'm doing. And I love getting to know people and their stories. And I really do. You know what? I love asking people about their stories. Where are you from? Where did you grow up? How did you meet your spouse? I love those stories. They are people first and clients later. And if you establish that connection and you are genuinely interested in the other person, lifelong relationships are formed that way. So anyway, I have a lot more that I've learned over the years about sales and personal interaction, and I'm happy to share it all with you guys. So if you have any more questions, especially I have to thank Christy for asking her brilliant question. And really, guys, if you ask questions, I will answer. If nobody asks a question, I will just keep my mouth shut because I don't have questions. I only have answers. All right, folks, take care. That's all I've got for you tonight. And again, Christy, thank you for asking your brilliant question. Bye for now.